Hello and welcome to our channel Tech Medium. This is the first video of the series in which we will teach you how to work with the Linux bash commands. We will try to adapt an approach which is easy for you to understand and build up the basics. To start with, we want to tell you that we are using a Raspberry Pi as our own Linux machine. If you want to have your own Linux machine at home, Raspberry Pi is one of the cheapest options available in the market. And if you need help where to buy it and how to set it up, there is a link in the description below which will guide you through the whole process. So let's get started. If you're used to working on the GUI based operating systems like Windows or any other operating system which is based on Linux, then Bash would appear to be quite different to you. In GUI based operating systems, you have different options available on the screen and you can point and click and do whatever you want. But in Bash, it is quite different. Bash assumes that you know the basics and you know what exactly you are doing. So when you log into your terminal, you get to see the username and the server name with which you are connected. So in my case, the username is Pi and the server name is Raspberry Pi. The next thing you see is the tilde sign. The tilde sign represents that you are in your home directory at the moment. We will talk about the directories in a minute. And the dollar sign tells you that you are a standard user. You do not have the administrative rights. You cannot change the write protected files or any system related files. To understand the Linux file system, you need to know that everything that is there on the Linux machine is under the root directory. To know your present working directory, you need to type in pwd, present working directory, and hit enter. The first slash represents the root, and then home directory, and then pi directory. Pi is actually your home directory. Let's assume that there is another user, pi2. When pi2 user logs in, he will be directed towards /home/pi2 because every user has its own home directory. Now let's move back one folder up by typing in cd space dot dot. It will take you one level up and now you are in the home directory. If you type in pwd, now you can notice that you're in under /home instead of /home/pi. And you would also notice that this tilde sign which was there before when you were in the pi folder has disappeared because you're not in your home directory anymore. Let's go back into your home folder and try to list all the documents that are available into that directory. So to list the items, which can be files or folders, you need to type in ls and hit enter. Now it has shown us all the folders and files available within that folder. There are different arguments you can use with ls command. For example, ls space -l. This will list all the items with some other information available. For example, the rights, the user, the group, the time when it was created, and so on. There's another argument that you can use with ls command, which is called -a, ls-a. And what -a does is it shows you the hidden files and folders as well. As you can see, the list has gone bigger as compared to what we had before. Now, if you want to show them in the form of a list with other information, you can combine the argument a with l, ls-la, and it will show you the other information associated with those files and folders as well. Now let's talk about the change directory command. Before that, let's clear the screen by typing in clear. The command takes you to the desired location. So let's list the files and folders first, and let's go to the documents folder. Let's type cd documents. Please note that Linux is case sensitive. If you write documents with small d, it will not work. So let's go into the documents folder. And now we are in the documents folder if we need to go back to our home directory or one level up. So if we need to go one level up, what we need to do is type cd space dot dot. And we are back to where we were before. Now let's go back to the documents once again. And if you want to go to your home directory from this location or whatever location you are in at, right now, so all you need to type in is cd, press enter, or cd space tilde sign, and you will be taken to the home directory. Now there's one trick which you might be interested in learning. Linux can autofill the names of the files and folders for you. For example, you type in cd, you type in doc, and press tab. It has autofilled the name of the folder which was available into the present working directory. Let's go back into the home directory and try another thing, cd do, and now press tab. It has done nothing. Press tab once again. It will show you the options which were available. So the system did not know which folder to choose when you type in cd space do. So if you type in cd space dow and press tab, now there's just one option available, downloads, and it has autofilled that for you. Now press enter and you will be taken to the downloads folder. Let's clear the screen now. There's another command to move around within the working directories. There can be different working directories you might be interested in working at the same time. So in this case, we are in the downloads folder, and let's assume that you want to go and work in the root etc folder or directory. So all you have to do is you have to do push d root etc, and now you have been taken to the etc folder, and it tells you that previously you were in the downloads folder and now you're in the etc folder. So when you're done working in the etc folder, you don't need to remember that what was the previous folder I was working in. So all you need to do is type in pop d and you will be taken back to the downloads folder. Next command is the file command, and before going into that, let's clear the screen and go back to our home directory and list the items there. If you're used to working in Windows, for example, there are extensions of the files you get to see at the end of the file. But in Linux, it is not like that. So if you want to know the type of the file or is it a folder, all you have to do is type in file and type the file name. In this case, let's type bash rc, and it tells us that it's a text file. And if you don't know if it's a file or a directory, just type in the name after typing in the keyword file, for example, documents, and it tells you that it's a directory, it's not a file. So this is how the file command works. Next up is the locate command, and let's clear the screen first. What locate command does is it finds all the files with a specific string within the file name. For example, locate picture. Picture is the string that we want to look for in the file names. And here's the list of all the files which have the string picture in it. Please note that the system might not find all the files for you because how Linux works is it updates the locate DB once a day normally. So if you think the files are not visible, and they should be, so what you need to do is you need to do sudo update db. In my case, the db was updated, so it didn't take time. Otherwise, it takes 2 to 3 seconds to update the list. Next is the history command, and let's clear the screen first. What history command does is it shows the list of commands you have executed previously. Normally, Linux keeps the last 1,000 commands you have executed. One way to find the commands is to press the arrow key and keep going up and find the command you're looking for. The other way is to type in history, and here you go. This is the list of all the commands you have executed in this session. So, and if you need to run any of these commands, for example, let's take 597 here, locate picture. So what you can do is you can put the exclamation mark and 597. Here you go. This was the command, and here is the result set. So this is how you use the history command. The last two commands which I want to talk about are which command and what is command. Which command is used to find other commands. For example, which cal. So what it tells us is the package is installed under root usr/bin/cal. And what this command actually does, what is cal? It displays a calendar and the date. So if we run the cal command, it shows us the calendar with the current date. 26th of October 2019. So this is all for today, and I hope you liked the video and it was informative. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and press the bell icon to get the notifications of our upcoming videos.